Hey guys, it is Dani and I'm here with updates on the tropics. And so guys, this update is to focus on newly formed potential tropical cyclone 20 just south of the eastern portion of Jamaica that is going to be a threat. It's expected to make landfall as a hurricane along the Gulf Coast of the U.S. and we'll also briefly touch up on our other systems. So to know if you'll be affected, please keep watching this video. And so before I go into the details, however, please do subscribe if you haven't and tap the bell so you know every time when I post a new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical activity right through the season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is Weathergirl Dani and my personal account is Dani Henry Official. Okay guys, so first we want to take a look at back at that 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook. And so with the two disturbances that you guys are seeing highlighted in yellow, the one that is just to the southeast of Bermuda right there, that is given a low 10% chance of tropical development through the next 5 days. And so any source of development that is to occur with this system seem, well, they might occur but very slowly or might not at all. And then that other system out there to the east of the Lesser Antilles, chances are near 0%. So it's likely that we will not see any development taking place with that tropical system. And then so aside from those two tropical disturbances, guys, we do not have any other. But now we have what is now potential tropical cyclone 20, which is expected to become tropical storm or hurricane Delta. So guys, looking at the satellite view of the Western Atlantic at this time, we have tropical storm Gamma up there, and then we have what is expected to become Delta. Just to the center is just to the south of the eastern portion of Jamaica. So it's not very organized on satellite view right now, but of course it will be in persistent favorable conditions that are going to be encouraging this to strengthen up to being a hurricane, and I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a major hurricane. So now let us go into a bit more details. So heavy rainfall is expected across portions of Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, as well as Cuba during the next couple of days, guys. And so we have a lot of watches and warnings that are in place. So there are no watches or warnings for Jamaica, fortunately, but we do have a tropical storm warning in place for the Cayman Islands. We have a hurricane watch that is in place for the westerly side of Cuba, and the tropical storm watch extended a bit eastward of that hurricane watch area, guys. So if you're there, please stay cautious, because this could be a very dangerous tropical system, life-threatening conditions such as mudslides or flash flooding. And also we're going to be having that surge that the ocean water moving inland in the Dayton coastal areas, that's going to be quite dangerous as well. And then going into the end of this week, maybe by late Friday or so, or during the daytime, it will make landfall along the most easterly portion of Louisiana. So if you're in Louisiana or along any of the Gulf Coast states, I would say anywhere from Louisiana going to the Panhandle of Florida, you want to be cautious, because this is definitely going to be a very dangerous cyclone. A lot of storms have made landfall, and then there we have our models agreeing, most of them agreeing, that the most easterly side, southeasterly side of Louisiana will be facing a direct hit from this potential tropical system, and it could have maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. That's category 2. But again, the Gulf is still warm and conditions will be encouraging some intensification. So if there is rapid intensification, I wouldn't be surprised. But let's look at what our models are expecting in terms of intensity here. So we have majority expecting that this will in fact become a hurricane. We have quite a bit taking it up to being a category 2, and we have a few saying category 3, and that one saying category 4. I advise you guys, do not ignore that one that is expecting this to become a category 4 hurricane, because a lot of times we see these forecasts, and this is early on. So for a forecast that is early on like this, usually sometimes when the systems are making landfall, they can be much stronger than what is initially expected from them. So we definitely have to be cautious. If this makes landfall as a major hurricane, I wouldn't be surprised. We see rapid intensification a lot. And then what you're seeing now is the satellite imagery of what is tropical storm Gamma. So we're going to briefly talk about it. So on satellite view right now, Gamma is not a very organized as a tropical system, but conditions will support this to remain a tropical storm during the next couple of days. And so the center is currently north of the Yucatan Peninsula. There is still a tropical storm warning in place for most of the northern section of the Yucatan, and the watch extended just a couple miles westward of that warning area. So the storm is going to be moving on a westward-like track, and then going to be kind of hovering in the Gulf of Mexico right there. So I wouldn't be surprised if this intensifies and becomes a hurricane, because it's going to be around for quite a while. And even though conditions are currently unfavorable in terms of the wind shear, we're definitely expecting some improvements, and that is also the reason we're expecting what is expected to be Hurricane Delta to be a hurricane at the time of landfall. So if you're in the Gulf, you want to watch these two systems. And so guys, that is really it for this update. And so if you found this video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share your thoughts in the comments or ask question. I'll try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be weatherwise, and I'll keep giving all the necessary updates on the tropics as time goes by.